How's it going, y'all? Welcome back to Balls World Live. I'm just playing with you. Welcome back to Balls World Live. We have Freeway Rick Ross in the building still.
Yes. Man. I ain't went nowhere.
I ain't went nowhere, man. I mean, and that's a fact, man. Like, they thought they had you.
They did, but they was glad to let me go.
Man.
Yeah, they was glad to let me go. They said, get him out of here before he teach everybody what he knows.
Exactly right.
You know, I used to run class up in that joint.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I started a book club in there, man.
Wow.
I went from being illiterate to having a book club.
That's amazing.
I used to get in trouble because I had so many books in my cell.
Which is
They was
power.
under my bed, in my locker.
Yeah.
You know.
How many years were you in, just for our listeners?
I did 20 years.
20 years.
20 years and 3 months. But I just gave them the 3 months. I said, you know what? After I did them 20 and 3 ain't going to be nothing.
Yeah.
I
No
do
look
them three
three.
on a handstand.
Is there any particular book that you read during your time in prison that really stood
How
out
you
to
know?
you?
How you know? It was 3. It was 3 to kill the game. Yeah, and you know, y'all to see them. I mean, you see, I always mention them on YouTube that in all my speeches that people should read my 3 favorite books, and they in my autobiography as well. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, As a Man Think by James Allen, and The Richest Man in Babylon. Also, As a Woman Think, for the women, they should read that one. But yeah, those 3 books really helped me analyze myself and break my game down and help me do the things that I'm doing right now.
It's amazing, man.
Yeah, incredible.
Go ahead.
Well, the other thing that I think is interesting is during that period of time when you doing your era, you know, the 80s, that were actually late 70s, early 80s. When you look back on that and you see a lot of the carnage that took place during that period of time. You know, I was just over in Watts not too long ago, and I go through that community, and you know, there are no restaurants, there are no businesses. It looks like a war zone, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
How does that impact you looking back at that now today and knowing that you played a role in that?
Well, we know crack had a big effect on the economics of the black community. We saw people quitting their jobs and doing all kind of things to get high and to be in the culture.
Correct.
So to know that I played a part in that definitely is one of the low points in my life. But at the same time, I have to also look at the bright side, and I'm usually a bright side looker. You know, I don't really look for the downside. You know, some people are bottle half full, and I'm a bottle. I mean, half full and half empty. I'm one with my bottles half full. So had I not went through what I went through, I couldn't be doing the work that I'm doing right now. So I met with Minister Farrakhan when I got out, and he told me that I have to look at it as if I was a scientist, and what I went through is going to enable me to help thousands of other people get their life straight.
Well, doing your journey right now, we talk about a lot of the young kids that are coming up that are influenced a lot by the culture, you know, hip hop culture, the drug culture. When you talk about being able to build businesses, being an entrepreneur, which is really big in the era that we're growing up in. Almost everybody's an entrepreneur now when you look around.
The show is based off of that.
Yeah. What does entrepreneurship mean to you now and going forward with a lot of the young kids that are out there that I think there's so much opportunity out here right now. When speaking particularly to a lot of kids in the hood, when you talk about being an entrepreneur, what does that mean to you now? And how do you think a lot of the kids today can actually build in the hood entrepreneur opportunities that are out there right now in their communities?
Well, I think a lot of people have it kind of twisted about what entrepreneurship is, and they go into it for the wrong reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Most people go into it to make money, to live a certain lifestyle. I went into my entrepreneurship the love of what I was doing. When I started selling drugs, I was in love.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I fell in love with drug business. I don't know if you ever heard the movie Superfly. Y'all
I watched that when I was a kid. James, you remember?
My pop, shout out to
when
my
I left
pops,
that
man.
movie
Classic.
theater, I was in love with Superfly.
Your mind was made up.
Yeah, I was in love with him, and you know, I later became that character. You know, matter of fact, I just did we doing a cartoon now, and you know, we was talking, and the guys who are drawing the cartoons, they made a Superfly character out of me.
Yeah.
You know? So I literally became that character who I saw on the big screen. That's who I became.
Yeah.
And we have to be careful what we ask for, you know. because
Right.
you just might get it.
Yeah.
Right.
And we also have to be careful with how we let things come into our minds.
Correct.
You know, and that's why I'm a little critical of hip hop right now, because and I know the guys don't really mean harm, but what happens is that our young kids look up to these guys, and you know, and most of them are talking about selling drugs.
Right.
And you know, for a young kid to see, you know, the rapper Rick Ross in a Rolls Royce, and you know, they're all white and the mink coats and the big houses. Well, they equate selling cocaine with accomplishing those goals, and you know, to a lot of them that become their reality.
Right. And they're talking about doing the things that you actually did and living the life and achieving the things that you actually achieved.
Yeah, and they don't know the consequences.
Right.
You know, and they don't know the struggles, and they don't talk about the hardships, and you know, and that's why I'm really critical of this new movie John Singleton got out. You know, I'm disappointed with him that. You know, he knows me. He bought the book.
Yeah.
Like,
The one
"Hey,
that's
John,
airing
you
on
bought the
FX?
book, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Snow.
yeah, snowflakes, or
Snowflakes. Yeah.
something
Snowfall,
like that.
yeah.
Is it
Snowfall,
Snowfall? Yeah.
snowflakes, snow
Snowflakes.
I don't know what it is.
So
It's
he didn't
all-
reach out to you during that period of time of producing this?
They reaching out to me right now, but like, why would you reach out to me after
the fact.
You know,
Yeah.
you should have reached out to me if you want me to be a consultant.
Yeah.
But let me consult.
Yeah.
You
When you
know
were
what
the
you're
one-
doing.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
But you know, and it's funny about our stories. You know, they don't want us to tell our stories. You know,
Correct.
they want to tell our stories the way they
Which
want
is
to be
interesting.
told.
Exactly.
I mean, I could have had my movie done the week after I got out of prison, but I refuse not to have the final say so. You know, how you going to portray me? No, I'm not wearing a dress.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, it's
Yeah.
not going to happen.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and there's certain things that I just wouldn't let them do with my character, and for that reason, they're going to punish me.
Correct.
So they think, but you know, they can't punish me because I don't love money. I love making it.
Right.
And
They
it's a
love
difference.
making it.
Yeah. It's a big difference.
Yeah,
There's a
it's
big
a
difference.
It's
yeah.
a difference.
And there's been a shift. I've this is gonna miss you a little bit, Alexa. Sorry, but in the Black community, there's been a shift in like a consciousness almost, where even with the music with Jay's last album, I don't know if you got to hear it yet, but he talks about how 444, where they're talking about selling drugs was one thing, make everybody sell drugs, then make drugs so you can, you know, sell drugs so you know, hustle so you can get this money and be living big baller status. And now it's support black businesses, do things outside of that. You don't need to go that route. For you made all this money, but you also attributed to some other businesses through that as well.
I never left the hood.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't afraid of the hood. I didn't
Right.
have to leave. You know, they let me stay there because I was taking care of the hood.
Yeah.
I was feeding them.
Mhm.
So absolutely, all my businesses was in the hood, and my whole purpose for going into the drug business was to not get the big car so I could make you feel small, or
Right.
wear a watch that was bigger than yours. You know, my goal was to create jobs so that me, my family, and my
Real
friends
entrepreneur.
would have a place to make a living.
What can we expect going forward in the future? Can we expect a movie?
Man, who knows, man?
You know.
I mean, it's been crazy, man. I went out on this tour, man, and I had mayors and city council people. When I went to Cincinnati, they was doing an $85 billion budget, and I walked into the city council meeting, and they stopped the meeting and introduced me
Yeah.
to all the city council members. So you know, I don't know where my future going, man. It's
Yeah.
like this stuff I use, I can't lose.
Man.
You born and raised in Texas, right?
No, I was born in Texas, but my mom moved to LA when I was 3. So
Okay.
I'm LAing.
LA.
I'm LAing all the way.
No Texas
I don't
roots?
know nothing about. I mean, I got Texas roots, but they snatched them up.
Yeah. Brought him straight to Los Angeles,
Yeah, they
huh?
snatched them up, man. They
Yeah.
uprooted that tree, and you know that tree been in this California soil, you know,
Yeah.
pretty much all my life, except the 20 years I did in prison. I guess that's about half. But I love California, man. LA is my home. You know, I love it. You know, what can I say?
You were a big time tennis player back in the day.
I hit the wall a little bit.
Yeah. You had opportunity to go to multiple schools, and the only thing that kept you from that was obviously your ability to read and write, and obviously go to college to that point. But from a skill being an athlete, which this show is about basketball
Right.
and athletes,
Yeah.
which
I
I'm
always
gonna.
been an athlete.
Yeah,
Basketball, football. I played all the sports, just about. You know, a little soccer before.
Correct.
You know, I'm an athlete. You
Yeah.
know, I was somebody who thought that my way out the ghetto was going to be through my athletic skills.
You keeping up with a lot of the free agency going on right now?
Not really. I haven't been really paying attention to the free agency. I watched. I don't get to watch much TV because I'm so busy.
Yeah.
But I did get to watch the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
How you feel about the Lakers taking Lonzo Ball, the
I
number
like
2
that
pick?
I like that pick.
Yeah.
Man. I like the underdogs. You know, I'm really a fan of people who not supposed to make it, but you know, work their way through.
Yeah.
You know, all the trials and tribulations. You know, I'm a Curry fan. You know, I really like the way that he's
The chef.
worked himself into being, in my opinion, the best player in the league.
Whoa.
I mean,
Best player in the league?
I don't think that
That's
you
what I'm
judge
talking about.
best player.
That's what I'm talking about.
James is so
See? Oh, yeah.
You heard it here. Rick Ross calling Steph Curry the best player in the league.
I don't think that the best player is the guy who slam dunks the most or gets the most rebounds
Yeah.
or scores the most points. You know, sometimes
DJ, you want to say something?
No, he's saying it all.
Okay. All right. Got it. Okay.
hey, sometimes you got to be saying, you know what? I'm gonna let Kevin Durant be the star of this team, you
Yeah.
know, and I'm gonna take a back
Play your
seat.
role.
But if they ever need me,
I'm
y'all
there.
know who
Right.
y'all got here.
Right. You
Y'all
know
got
what-
the
you know
best
I got
player.
it.
I
Right.
can do it whenever you.
Hey,
I mean, that
no,
takes a
man.
lot.
Preach.
It takes a lot to do that, you know,
Yeah.
for a guy with the kind of skills that this kid got to say,
Yeah.
you know, I'm gonna let a Kevin Durant come over and you know and everybody's gonna think it's his team.
Exactly.
But I
But
already know
really-
who team it really
right.
is. You know?
201 million. 201 mil.
Well, we got to do. Unfortunately, this segment is coming to an end, and time goes by
Thank
so
you, man.
fast.
Thank you so much for coming in.
But
seriously.
before we go, where can our viewers and our listeners get a copy of the book?
They can go to my website, Rick Ross, RickyRoss.com. They can pick it up. They can get it on Amazon, but I wish they get it from me, and that way they can order an autographed copy. Because what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have this big party when I do 100,000 copies.
Okay.
I'm gonna have this big party. I'm gonna give away a new car, and
Oh,
Wow,
you
you
know, I'm
heard
gonna
it.
just break bread.
Okay.
Let's
I
go.
was gonna
All
go-
Yeah,
the
well,
followers, all the
Balls
followers, all the
rolling.
listeners.
But
Jump
the
on.
only people get to come to the party gotta have an autographed copy. So
Let's make
don't
it
y'all throw your
Sign
book
me up.
away.
How much is the book?
They $20 a
Hey
book.
guys,
it.
$20
That's it.
game right here.
RickyRoss.com.
Yeah, RickyRoss.com.
RickyRoss.com.
And how can our listeners connect with you on the social media side to be a part of your day-to-day activities in life?
They can hit me on Freeway Ricky. They can follow me. I'll follow you back. I ain't one of those ones who only follow 6 people.
Yeah.
You know, they say I follow too many people, but you can hit me. We can rap. If you want to talk business, you know, we can talk business.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the things that my people say about me is that I'm really, really personal because I love people.
Yes.
That's it.
Well, we got to go.
Thank you so much.
It's been
Thank
great
you.
having you.
Yeah, I wish we had more time, man.
Yeah,
Y'all
we gotta get
bring
you back
me
in.
We,
Yo, we
we
gotta-
can really rap, man.
Yeah,
Get
yeah,
down.
I know,
You-
right?
We might have to get you for overtime, man. If you got some free time.
All
Yeah,
right.
we'll get you an OT.
Yeah.
All right, well, DJ Mystee's going to take us out on the ones and twos. Freeway Ricky, thanks for coming in the studio today, and we look forward to having you back.
No doubt.
All
No
right.
doubt.
Thank you, brother.